Anne, can you tell me about this dresser?
It's nearly 300 years old. It could be three exactly, because my daddy's first wife, Bridget Cashin, her parents owned it. They had leave it. Her grandparents owned it, right? And she married Dad. And this dresser was in a very old haunted house down the road, only a mile away. And unusual things used to happen with it. When I was young, all the cups at night would be dancing, and more so when there'd be music played in the house. Uncle Hugh was a musician, Daddy's brother, and when he'd be playing music, the cups would be dancing to the tune. And of course, Mum got a mess in the house. And then it went in when somebody was coming here, a brother, he used to bring apples, oranges and meat, and he put them in that press there, and grand. And the next thing, when he died, the door at 8 o'clock at night kept moving in and out. And like as he was putting stuff in the press. So I said it to a priest, and he said, don't worry, he said, what was in his home, he could take to anyone else's home. And so it used to rattle in and out. And it was frightening. But all, you have to remember the date when things like that happen. It doesn't say they're in a bad place. It only means that they need prayer to go on a better journey further on.
And you remember the cups moving on that dresser?
I do. Yeah, I do. I remember them. They were very old, little small cups at the time. And they wouldn't be nice. They were cracked a bit and everything like that. And there was a lot of antique plates that got broken. Like, there's only 1, 2 of them left there in antique, yeah.
What did you put it down to with the cups moving?
Someone from the spirit world. Because there was always 3 women sitting at the open fire, and they disappearing,
What do you mean 3 women?
Oh, they were there. 2 of them was dressed in black, and they had grey hair, very ballish kind of. You remind them, if there were nuns and had veils on, wasn't allowed to grow their hair. That's the way they looked. Then there was Kathleen Cash, and Bridget's aunt, where she wore a grey coat with a lemon and green scarf. She loved knitting.
Was she one of the ghosts? One of the figures?
Oh, she was, yes.
And who saw these figures?
Nobody, only me. They never appeared to anybody else. Then I never told you in the other story that there was a dog running up and down the avenue. Kathleen Cashin seen it one night when she was alive. A dog running up and down the avenue with fire in his eyes. Yeah, big red eyes.
A black dog, was it?
Oh, God bless us, I don't know what colour the dog was. Well, isn't it bad enough to see red eyes and the dog running,
And the cups would move around when there was music being played?
Yeah, they rattle in and out like...
And who else saw this, Anne?
Mammy and Daddy, of course, seen that.
And who got the priest in?
Mammy, my mother.
And can you remember the priest coming in blessing the dresser?
I remember the priest coming in, let me think of his name now, a very old priest. He was a very old priest. It wouldn't have been Father Meehan. A priest before him, I know.
And do you remember the day this happened?
No. The shortest pencil is better than the longest memory,
But the priest came in to bless it, your mammy told you.
The priest said a mass, and everything stopped after that till the brother died, and then it started off.
So there were 2 stories. So one was the Delft moving.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about this brother? And don't mention his name, but say what he used to... What would he do?
He was in an order, and he used to visit all the houses. And he said to my late husband, do you mind if I travel with you tonight? When I was delivering the Tupperware, you see. So
and he shouldn't have left the orders.
No, he shouldn't have been. And when he was in a crash, he couldn't let him know he was in a crash because he wasn't supposed to be out. See? And 3 weeks after the crash, he died.
But this brother used to come to visit you in this house.
Oh, he did for years, and Condrens, they're passed on, and Teresa and Patsy Tracy, they're passed on. All the neighbours had different brothers out.
So all these brothers would come out and they weren't supposed to come out at all.
That's right.
What would they come out for?
To have company and look at television and a chit chat. And the stories they would tell was lovely. And they loved playing Ludo. They loved playing Ludo. They didn't know how to play cards, but they loved playing Ludo. They used to play Ludo.
So this particular man used to come and come at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And what would he leave into the bottom of the dresser?
He left apples, oranges, and meat. That was the worrying part. They had an orchard down there, and it would be no harm to bring apples from an orchard. But you get fruit, the oranges. But then when it came to the meat, it was worrying, like, you know.
And the man passed away.
He did.
And what happened then?
Only there. At 8 o'clock when he used to come in at night, this door would be going in and out, rattling in and out. Oh, and Mammy would be sitting in there. Oh, good God, love, she said to me. Oh, good God, love. And she often do that. She'd be terrified.
And then a decision was made.
Yeah, that we got a mess said that to rule out all that then, you see.
And do you remember the priest coming around and blessing that?
I remember saying the mass. Of course I would, because I was driving and working in Dublin at the time. Yes, I do. Yeah.
So what, can I ask you roughly, can you remember what year that was?
When I was working in Dublin, gosh, it's 40 years now. Because I was working in Dublin when Linda died in 1980, so that's 41 years.
And
so,
after that mass was said,
yeah,
that door was...
And Mammy always offered up in the dead list for that person as well. And also, I still do that as well. Yeah.
So that dresser has got a lot of stories and a lot of history.
It has. I had a lot of woodworm at one time. I had to treat it with Cooper now.
What's worse, ghost or woodworm?
Pardon?
What would be worse, ghost or woodworm?
Woodworm. Because I'm happy with the ghost. I'm used to ghosts. My daughter came back to me the 6th of January 1981 and she only died the 29th of December. I tell you a right story though. My daddy was born the 11th of March.
Yeah.
He was born the 11th of March. He joined the army on the 11th. The war was over on the 11th. And he died the 11th of November. I have his mass this Sunday for him. All the 11th. And every time I went to bingo, I would check on number 11. And I had a cot picked for the child. It was a wooden cot in Mahers in Roscrea, Lee Mahers, the auctioneer. And I couldn't, I didn't want that. I wanted a good cot, the pink one. So I won the price of the cot that I wanted in Ballyegan bingo. And the same night anyway, Mammy said to me, the milk we're getting off the farmer. It's all right, she said. But she said, get the new milk this out. That had to be pasteurised milk. And I went into the shop, the small shop near the Black Bull. It was packed. I said, Mrs, I want a pint of paralysed milk. And everyone was laughing. Could you imagine? And paralysed milk, yeah. But that was the memories of stuff you do as well. All the stuff you know.
Lord.
Was there something else? Oh, Dad, about the 11th, yes. Then my daughter was died the 29th of December, and we adopted a lovely little boy, and he was born the same date she died. Yeah. But in 84 he was born, and she died in 1980. And then we had little Martin, you know, so.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but lovely stories though.
Listen, thanks a million for sharing your stories with me and being so open and so honest with me and telling me all those things.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear them.
Thank you.
Thanks a million.
Yeah. I hope I didn't say anything out of the way. Knowing me, I could tell a joke in the middle of something.
Actually, come here to me.
Mm-hmm.
You have a joke about the dresser, will you tell me that?
A joke about the dresser?
A woodworm.
Oh, I should tell you that. What happened to sexy woodworm?
I don't know.
I let the drawers off me dresser.
Did he eat the knob off your dresser behind you, did he?
What?
Did he eat the knob off your dresser?
No, that's in up here. Do you see this teapot? That's an awful old teapot. Very old altogether.
Grand.
That'd be very old.
Come here.
This is Tupperware. They're Tupperware.